Okay, so I don't know exactly how many people are going to watch this, and my backyard faces a road, so you can probably hear the cars passing by, but this is the best lighting that I have, which is outside. But I'm going to be talking about my first tattoo, which is a semicolon butterfly with I survived. The semicolon represents the suicide awareness it's supposed to bring awareness to suicide. It represents a sentence or a story that an author could have ended but decided to continue going, and that's exactly what kind of people go through, like me, who have suicidal thoughts. We kind of go through these times where we want to end our story, but we continue to keep going. So if you see this on anybody, that's what that is. And the butterfly is the Butterfly Project, which is bringing awareness to self-harm and help. And it's supposed to stop self-harm too. You draw a butterfly on your left wrist, and if you ever feel the need to cut, you look at your butterfly, and it's supposed to help deteriorate that thought, because basically if you cut or cause self-harm, you kill your butterfly, and you don't want to kill your butterfly, so you let it fade on its own, and you know that you succeeded. So anytime you get those thoughts, you just draw the butterfly, and then you look down at it. Okay, it's still there. I haven't killed it. I'm not going to kill it. So mine's permanent. So if I cut ever again, I will permanently kill my butterfly, and I don't want to do that. It kind of goes, I've always had depression and anxiety for basically as long as I can remember. I've always kind of struggled with being sad and being upset. And sorry if I keep looking off camera. I'm very flustered, very anxious about talking about this because it is very, very hard to talk about. But my freshman year is kind of the year that I broke, and I did have a mental breakdown at school. So the nurse told my mom that it would be in my best interest, in the interest of everyone around her, that I go to basically a mental hospital and get evaluated. And when I got evaluated, they basically admitted me on the spot because I was having suicidal thoughts. And I wasn't gonna lie, I wasn't gonna be like, no, I'm perfectly happy, I'm perfectly fine, because I knew I wasn't and I needed help. And at this time, I didn't have very many friends because these two boys who I'm not gonna name kind of turned all of my friends against me. I'm still kind of friends with one of them. Whenever we kind of come across each other, we'll talk for a little while, and then we kind of go our separate ways. The other one I'm not really friends with anymore. We go to the same church and everything, but we don't talk. But I was in the mental hospital for about a week, and I kept up with all my schoolwork, and then I went back to school, and there was a bunch of rumors going around about why I was gone for that week. And then people that actually knew me, they were worried about me, and they came up. I'm trying not to cry because I did my makeup today, but they were asking if I was okay. They were asking me what really happened. And then when I told I told very few people about why I was gone, and all the other people I said, oh, I just had to take a break off for a family emergency. But then it actually got around that I went to a mental hospital, so I got bullied about that for a long time. But then people realized maybe we shouldn't do that because she really does have problems, and I didn't give people the reaction that they really wanted. So all through school, I dealt with bullying. Ever since I was little, I got bullied all through elementary school, all through middle school. I was really kind of quiet up until, I was always friendly, like I would talk to anybody, but I kind of kept more to myself. I wasn't really as outgoing. I didn't talk to very many people first. They had to come up to me. And I got bullied all through elementary school and all through middle school and all through high school too, but it didn't really affect me my later half of high school because I matured a lot more quickly, I guess. I don't know how to English. I matured a lot quicker than most people my age because of everything that I have been through. And I'm not going to go into everything I've been through because it does get really bad and it can be triggering to some people. Um, and some of it my family doesn't even know, or they don't believe, and it's like really hard for me to talk about. But I graduate high school, everything is fine. I'm about to move to San Antonio for college. I'm so excited. But August 1st, 2015, and this is a week before I'm supposed to move in with my uncle in San Antonio, I break again, and I cut my thigh so deep that there's still a permanent scar there, and it still is very prominent. It's right underneath my short line, so you can see it when I'm wearing shorts. It's very dark, it's big, it's very noticeable. And not many people know the real story about that. I said, oh, I was hopping a fence and I cut my leg, or something along those lines. So a lot of people think that, but really it is. I did self-harm myself. And if it wasn't for my friend Mickey, and that's her real name, I'm saying her real name because if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here right now. She has saved my life more than once, along with a few of my other friends. And it really meant a lot that she was there, and she she patched me up, she stopped the bleeding, and the night went on. So I moved down there, and I'm fine. I feel a lot happier when I'm down there, but some things happen while I'm down there that it causes me to want to commit suicide. And I had already been talking about getting this tattoo, and that night I really wanted to cut. And my friend drove from Austin to San Antonio. For those who don't know how far that is, that's about an hour drive. And he picks me up and takes me to my tattoo artist's house, and my tattoo artist does it, and I tell my tattoo artist why I'm getting it, and he was very understanding, and he gave it to me for a very, 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 very low price. He was amazing, and he was so nice to me about getting my first tattoo, and ever since then I have not self-harmed. It has been over a year, and this August of 2017 will be 2 years since I have self-harmed. But this tattoo alone has saved my life so many times, and it's my smallest tattoo. I have 3 right now. It's my smallest tattoo, but it has the biggest meaning, because yes, my tattoo on my shoulder, which I'll probably do a different video for that one, it's for my grandparents. But this one to me has a lot more meaning to me, because it personally has saved my life many times. It has kept me from cutting. It has kept me from killing myself, because I look down at that and I'm like, this is how far I've been. Or even the scar, I'll look at my scar and be like, this is how far I've come. But it's just amazing that such a little thing can have this huge meaning. And it may not be a big deal to some people, but it's a huge deal to me, and it's the most important thing on or about my body to myself. All of my tattoos have been planned. I have wanted to get them, but it's kind of been like, I want to go get my tattoo like right now, because I want to self-harm. So it's kind of my way of keeping myself from self-harming. And I'm an artist, and to me my body's a blank canvas, so I feel like tattoos are my way of filling my blank canvas. And since I feel like our bodies are a blank canvas, I feel like it is my job as an artist to cover a blank canvas. And I love tattoos so much, and tattoos are my way of escaping. It's my way of expressing myself. It's my way of showing that this is how far I've come. This is my story on my body. And some people will look at tattoos and be like, that's so ugly, those are so ugly, why would you put your body through that, why would you degrade your body like that, you're so beautiful, why would you put tattoos on your body, you wouldn't put a bumper sticker on a Lambo, would you? But to me, I feel like it's just a different form of art, and I feel like my story is on my body, and if you don't like it, then you're not that important in my life. If you can't accept me for my tattoos, and you can't accept me for where I've been and where I've come from, then you don't really you don't really matter that much in my life, because if you can't support me through everything, then you shouldn't support me through anything. And I feel like that should be really anybody. If they judge you for something that's a big deal to you, and they tear you down for something that you care about and that you love, that you feel so passionately about, then they don't actually care about you. True friends are going to support you no matter what. True family is going to support you no matter what. And I've always said, family is not blood. Family is not always blood. And that is kind of a big thing in my life. I have a lot of friends that are like, that I call my family, because it's basically what they are to me. But they know my real friends know my story behind my tattoo. They know why I got it and why I got it that night. I got it at like midnight. Keep in mind, like, my tattoo artist was up. He was like, yeah, you can come get your tattoo. And it's like midnight, and I went and got it. And all my real friends know why I went and got it. And I went and got it because I was down. And if this can reach out to anybody that's struggling, do not self-harm. Because if you hate yourself now, imagine in the future when you're actually loving yourself, because eventually you will love yourself. And you have to look at these scars. Take it from someone who knows. I look at these scars and I think back, why? Why would I do this to myself? Why would I want to remind myself of all the pain from my past? If you feel like you're down and you feel like you're going to kill yourself or you're going to cut, reach out to someone that you know will be there for you, or even just reach out to me. If this reaches anybody and you need help, please reach out to me, and I will do everything in my power to help you. But that is the story behind my first tattoo. It's really, really, really hard to talk about, and it took everything in me not to cry. But y'all have a good night.